Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaste, children. Here we are going to start a new topic in Civics, Unit 1 Equality in Indian Democracy. In introduction, we have a small recap. That is, in class 6, we have been read about the democracy. That is, what are the key elements of the democratic government. But in class 7, we are going to see what is equality and why it is a key feature of a democracy and why it is important and whether everyone got equal rights or not. Let us see over in this chapter. Let us have a look on democracy. Democracy derived from two words, that is demos and kratos. Demos, which means people, and kratos, which means power. When I combine these two words, it means power of people. Here, democracy basically means rule of the people. When I say rule of people, it does not mean that we are sitting there in the government and we are ruling. We are directly or indirectly part of that system. How we are directly or indirectly part of that system? Or how are we related to the government? Yes. Have you seen when election happens? Or have you seen your parents going out and voting and electing their representatives? Yes. Here we have the power to select our government. We have power to select our own representatives. And at the same time, if we are not satisfied with their functioning or work, we have the power to change the government. We, that is common man, have full power to change the government when we are not satisfied with them. The next topic we are going to see on equality. Under Article 15, every individual is equal. No individual can be discriminated on the basis of religion, race, caste, place of birth, or gender. No individual can be considered untouchable. Every individual has equal access to all public places. This includes people's participation, the resolution of conflict, and equality and justice. Equality is a key feature of democracy and influences all aspects of its functioning. The next heading is Equal Right to Vote. In a democratic country like India, all the citizens who are above the age of 18 years have been given the right to vote irrespective of their race, caste, creed, or education. This right is called universal adult franchise. It is a very important aspect of democratic societies. It is clear that no person should be prohibited from the voting right on ground of race, caste, color, sex or religion. Let us see next heading, other kinds of equality. Equality can be achieved only when we change our attitude and treat every individual with respect and dignity. However, in our everyday life, we come across many incidents that make us wonder if equality actually exists in our country. Some educated people do not believe in caste. Let us see some example here. Here we can see some of the examples for caste discrimination. A famous Dalit writer, Om Prakash Valmiki, wrote about caste-based discrimination faced by him in his autobiography Jutan, A Dalit's Life. Valmiki sit on floor in his classroom and beaten up by many times without any reason. And he was also made to sweep school playground because of his caste. This discrimination is based on religion, gender, and caste, hurts the dignity and self respect of people. The second example is based on religion. An incident that took place in one of the India's largest cities and is common practice in most parts of the country. For instance, people who belong to the minority community often face problem in getting a house in a locality of their choice. The next topic we are going to see is recognizing dignity. When persons are treated unequally, their dignity is violated. People want their dignity and respect, but no one respects poor people. Self respect or dignity should not be challenged. Every individual in the country, including male and female, persons from all castes, religions, tribes, educational and economic backgrounds, are recognized as equal. These are the key idea that we must work around. So, in this chapter, first thing is less about the story and more about what happens in the practical life. Let us see the example how low caste people were treated harshly during Zamindari system. The dignity of poor people was never honored. Those poor people were subjected to ill treatment at every step. The low caste people, especially untouchables and Dalits, were treated even more harshly. The upper caste people always hurt their dignity and made them feel mean creatures. The same situation still exists in our society, though in a less magnitude. Even poor people want to lead a life of dignity. They also know the value of self respect, but they are helpless because they are poor. They are bound to bear all ill treatments of their employers. The next topic we are going to see is equality in Indian democracy. The Indian Constitution recognizes every person as equal. The Constitution of India says that the government shall not deny to any Indian equality before the law or protection of laws. It means that the law is same for all, regardless of a person's status. This is called rule of law. It means that no person is above the law. There cannot be any distinction between a political leader, government official, and an ordinary citizen. By seeing this picture, I think you know who is he. Yes, he is Dr. Bhimarao Ambedkar. He is also popularly known as Baba Sahib Ambedkar. He was a jurist, social reformer, and politician. He is also known as the father of Indian Constitution. He was born on 14th April 1891 and he died on December 6th, 1956. His efforts to eradicate social evils like untouchability and caste restrictions were remarkable. Throughout his life, he fought for the rights of the Dalits and other socially backward classes. Ambedkar was appointed as India's first law minister in the cabinet of Jawaharlal Nehru, and he also have to face humiliation of being an untouchable. Here the two ways in which the government has tried to implement the equality that is guaranteed in the constitution is first through laws and second through government programs or schemes to help disadvantaged communities. There are several laws in India that protect every person's right to be treated equally. The Indian Constitution provides for the right to equality. According to it, every Indian citizen is equal in the eye of law. First, the government shall not discriminate against any citizen on the ground of religion, caste, or place of birth. Second, every citizen has equal right to access public places like shops, restaurants, hotels, cinema halls, etc. Third, there shall be no discrimination with regard to the use of wells, tanks, roads, playgrounds, and other places of public utility maintained by government for general public. And fourth, practice of untouchability by law in any form is prohibited. If anyone practices untouchability, he or she is liable to imprisonment or fine. In addition to laws, the government has also set up several schemes to improve the lives of communities and individuals who have been treated unequally for several centuries. These schemes are to ensure greater opportunity for people who have not had this in the past. All citizens have equality of opportunity in matters relating to employment or appointment to any position in the government. One of the steps taken by the government includes the midday meal scheme. What do you mean by midday meal scheme? This refers to the program introduced in all government elementary schools to provide children with cooked lunch. Tamil Nadu was the first state in India to introduce midday meal scheme. And in 2001, the Supreme Court asked all state governments to begin this program in their schools within 6 months. This program has had many positive effects. Midday meal program has really encouraged a large number of children to attend school. Another important aspect of the midday meal scheme is that it has brought both lower and upper caste children at the same level. They eat together the same food. There are also some schools where Dalit women cook food. Thus, caste factor doesn't matter much now. The midday meal scheme is a boon to the poor students. The next topic is issues of equality in other democracies. Surprisingly, India is not the only democratic country where we see inequality. The fact is that there are several democratic countries around the world where people are engaged in struggle on the issue of equality. We can give example of the African Americans who were treated extremely unequally in the United States to late 1950s. Let us see the example here. In the United States, African Americans were treated unequally for many years. When traveling in public buses, either had to sit at the back or give a seat to the white person. In 1955, the Rosa Parks, an African American woman, refused to give up a seat for white American man. Her Defiant Act resulted in agitation and came to known as Civil Rights Movement. In Civil Rights Movement, the African American demanded equal rights and status. As a result, Civil Rights Act was passed in 1964. It prohibited discrimination on the basis of race, religion or national origin. This Civil Rights Act was also opened the doors of all schools for the African American children. Now, the African American children could get admission in any school. Although the act brought many positive changes in the life of the African Americans, much more is still needed to establish equality in the real sense. Now we reached the end of the module, that is challenge of democracy. Equality is a key feature of democracy. However, no country can be described as completely democratic. There are always communities and individuals trying to expand the idea of democracy and push for a greater recognition of equality on existing as well as new issues. Let us see the vocabulary and read the meaning for the words which I have given here. With this session, we are just completing Chapter 1, Equality in Indian Democracy in Civics. Let's have a small recap for this chapter. The preamble of our Constitution proclaims to secure for all its citizens equality of status and of opportunity and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation, which means the Indian Constitution guarantees equality to all Indian citizens and does not allow the state to discriminate against any citizen on grounds of race, caste, sex, place of birth, or any of them. In Article 17, the Indian Constitution abolishes untouchability, and in Article 15, it assures every individual equal access to all public places. And in spite of the Indian Constitution guaranteeing equality to all Indians' economic background, religion, gender, and caste still play an important role in the society. Thank you.